Hi, it's Alicia Alt with Learning for Life Center. I am creating this video because I'm getting a slew of phone calls in my office regarding collection calls that my clients are receiving. Some of these calls are very scary that my clients are receiving. Some of them are stating that they're going to file a judgment against my client, that they're going to have someone at their job to arrest them or at their home to arrest them. We've heard things such as, if you don't call back by this certain time today and resolve this matter, that it will result in a judgment. Please note that, first of all, it's no debt is going to take that little bit of a time frame to create a judgment against you. They would have to file a claim for judgment, at which point you have the opportunity to answer that, usually about 28 days that you have to answer that. So first and foremost, I want you to know that if you're getting those phone calls, to rest assured that the fear that they're putting in you is their way of trying to get you to pay them at that point in time. But please do not be fearful. It is most likely even not a valid collection company. So keep that in mind. There are a lot of collection companies out there, well, not valid collection companies, but individuals that are representing themselves as collection companies, and they are indicating debt that you've owed in the past that you currently would owe. And it usually sounds very good because a lot of times they have stolen data. So they might actually have information regarding a collection account that you do know that you had not paid. But it very likely is not the correct entity to be paying that debt to. So if you are getting those phone calls, I encourage you first and foremost to go ahead and see what kind of information they're willing to give you about themselves. A lot of times they like to send emails, which is really interesting, but get as much information as you can from them. Let them know that you will investigate it and get back to them, but that you do not believe you owe this debt. And if they do indeed believe that you owe it, then they need to send you written correspondence with the evidence and verification that you indeed owe the debt, along with a chain of title. And this is important because if you do indeed owe the debt, let's say you owed Capital One Bank, for instance, and they sold the debt for servicing to another company or sold the debt entirely, what happens is that they would have a chain of title saying that they currently have the rights to be able to collect those funds for you to pay that debt off. So very important that you're collecting that information if indeed you do end up paying a company. You would want them, again, to send you it in written correspondence, not email form. Don't give them your email, but correspondence to your address. And here's the catch too. You do not give them your address. If you indeed owe a debt to a company, they assuredly will find your address. Just as assuredly as they could file a judgment against you, they have to have an address to serve you. So know that if you do owe the debt, they can find you, and they will find you. And certainly if they're going to file a judgment, you will get a notice from them. Be careful. Don't feel that you have to avoid the phone calls. Just don't give them your personal information. Certainly do not pay them before investigating. If you have any questions or concerns regarding any calls that you have, please feel free to call our office. You can reach us at area code 937-449-0911. You can also email us at learning4@gmail.com. That's learning, the number 4, lifecenter@gmail.com.